Hi, I'm Ted from Everything Attachments, and we're today with the Phoenix brand of rotary tiller. This is made by the Sigma Corporation in Italy and considered to be the finest tillers made in the world. This particular tiller was made for an OEM like a Coyote, and it's a little bit different than what I normally have in stock. The only reason we're using this one today is because we're waiting for a container to come in the next couple of days to start shipping what we normally ship. This particular unit has a dedicated Clevis Hitch for your drawbar arms, category 1 or 2. The one I normally sell has a sliding clevis so you can't offset it. But everything about this tiller is still the same. It's a gear driven, 6 blades per rotor, has a slip clutch. And just remember, when you're doing your tiller, when you first get it, to make sure your drive shaft is the right length. You want it hooked up like this, level, and as you can see here, I've got about a 2-inch, a little over a 2-inch more that it will collapse when it's in a level position here. So you have to have a little free play there. Just make sure you don't cut your shaft too short if you're cutting it. So we're going to till this in both directions and tell you just a little bit about what we're doing as we go. We're really happy to have the Bobcat tractors on board this year. They've got some really neat features when it comes to hooking up your implement, especially if it's a heavy implement and you're by yourself. Some of the models that they have a lever back here on the back where I can control what I'm doing with the lift to make it easy to hook up for your pins. So Bobcat's really done some neat things to these tractors, and we like using them. A lot of people ask, do you want a forward rotation, which is the standard, or a reverse rotation? And in almost every case, especially for gardening, you want a forward rotation because you want the debris that's on top, like if we'd spread manure or fertilize out, you want all the debris that's on top to go down. And as you can see, this is going to make some really good planting after this is tilled, because we plowed this in the fall and let it freeze all year, so it just kind of melts this red clay, which is usually hard as a rock. And it will be hard up there at the end where we just plowed, right about there where Peanut is. So this is the furrow. It's kind of a double ditch right here. This is where Peanut and I came over here a couple weeks ago to try out the new mow board that we had built for our compact plow. And it just ended up, this is solid sod underneath here. It's twice as high as it normally would be. So on the first pass of the tiller, we're gonna see just what it does with it, because this is more than you would normally be doing. Before this is over, at least on the second pass, you'll never know this was here, but we'll see what it does in just one pass and keep going from there. So he's riding in the furrow. The dirt's rubbing on the front axle and the bottom of the tractor, so he's in about as deep as he can get. And it's eating up that grass that's only been tilled over for about 2 weeks or less and making it really nice. So even in one pass with a double furrow and a layer of grass between it, this Phoenix tiller is just eating it up and making it just ready for planting. And what's gonna make the difference in the consistency of your dirt is his ground speed and that tailgate setting. And right now it's just so high that the ground is holding the tailgate up almost wide open. That is a Bobcat 450, by the way. That's their largest model at this time in a compact tractor. So the good thing is, the more you do your plowing and the more it's been tilled, and you stay with the same gardening spot, it just keeps getting better and better as you keep turning under the crops that you had from the year before, and it's decaying. Your ground just keeps getting better and better. And this old red clay grows a garden about as good as anything I know. So it's going to get a little tougher up here in this new area that's just been plowed. So just after one pass of this red clay, you can see how easy this is going to be to plant and heal and so forth. So if you have to use a garden hoe, it's not going to be too bad to make a hill, but we're going to use a garden batter to show you some really pretty rows here in just a little bit. Now, if I had put a lot of manure or something out on top of this or fertilizer before we were tilling it, I probably would have plowed it again just to turn it completely upside down and under. So with all the new compact tractors getting more and more horsepower and the tractors getting smaller, then we're just now to where almost every compact tractor can at least pull out its full width. And offsetting a tiller is becoming less and less important, because if you can pull out your full tread path, then there's no reason at all to need to offset your tiller. So it looks like with just one more pass, that means we've made about a total of 6 passes there. One more pass, we'll have the garden completely done, and then we'll go back over the side over on the left that's a little extra high where Peanut and I tried out our new compact plow. Peanut's squaring up all the edges here to give us a good area here. So you can get a good idea where it's a little chunkier that's just been plowed. And that's why I say if it was all plowed area, I probably would have gone over it twice, because as you can see, with these hard chunks, there's still some good hunks of clay in here that I would want to be smaller if that's all we had. We hope you've enjoyed our videos. At Everything Attachments, we'll be happy to answer any of your questions, help size these units for you. But give us a call or an email at Everything Attachments, and we'll make sure that you get the right attachment as quick as possible.